Welcome back everybody, as today is another beautiful summer day, very nice weather again. It's time to look back to the fourth round of Lithuania Kart Championship, so let's get right into it. I was the only one who took the gamble of actually using older tires than anyone else, because in this round we had a very specific track and it was very hot that day again. What a surprise, right? Again, the qualifying was not very good. Yeah, I'm not a one-lap guy, but that's why I do my talking on the actual race. So as we line up for the start, it's actually very bad for those starting on the outside, and since we had 9 juniors, our first place actually started on the outside and I was in 4th place, meaning I started on the inside. So straight away I got into the 2nd place. Here you can see in the first corner already in the 2nd place, and actually just in the 4th corner I got into the 1st place, and from that moment I tried to push on. Here you can see again using the DRS of karting, and was just trying to get away from my main rivals. Also needed to dodge the juniors who were fighting, so they were a bit of a roadblock. But anyways, everything went well in the first heat, 1st place. Now the 2nd heat. Again, even though I had a perfect start in the 1st heat, I needed to line up for the 4th place and basically do it all over again. So as we come out to the main straight, here we go again, get the start, and I actually this time pulled more towards inside because I even tried to go in the first bend for the 1st place and didn't go as well because I got a little bit boxed in. And here 3rd place got into the 1st place and I was trying to just stick with him and dive down the inside, big send, and here we go, 4th corner, and I'm getting in 1st place. And now I was mixed in between the juniors, so not only I needed to try and push away from my competitors and also dodge the fighting juniors, as did here we go even have a crash on the 2nd lap, so basically no time to relax, action just on every corner, every lap. But that was actually a very successful drive because not much action happened afterwards, and with that, you know, just keeping in check if I'm still in 1st place. Here we go, using again the DRS, trying to get away, and yeah, 1st place in the 2nd heat. And in case you didn't know, after every session on the race day, here we line up in front of the weight scales, where the marshals first of all check if your bumper is not pushed in. That would mean that you had contact and you would get a penalty, so everything fine for me, as we can see. Then I'm allowed to step out of the cart, and then we weight ourselves. In case there is missing weight, we would get a disqualification, so you don't want to get that. Well, thankfully everything was fine for me. And then came the big final. So finally, after all the hard work, I was able to start in the 1st place. However, that meant starting on the outside, but I managed to actually have a great start, already covering up the inside, but here the juniors braked a bit, so I needed to actually lose my position, and I got down to 2nd. The 1st place of our masterclass even got few juniors, so I needed to also now overtake them in order to get the 1st place. Here you can see trying to fight with juniors, also trying to defend from the 3rd place. Very mixed drive, and actually the 3rd place got me, so I got down, and from that moment I knew that if I would try to fight with the 2nd place, there's no way I could win, because 1st place was actually quite far away in front of us. It was like 5 or 10 meters in front of us, so we needed to play this smart, and basically by bomb drafting all the time, all the drive, minute after minute, lap after lap, we managed to call up with the 1st place. So we went for the move for the 2nd place, and now here you can see lining up a move and making it down the inside. Even the 3rd place wanted to get on that, but that's when I got back into the lead, covering up the inside just in case the 2nd place decides to dive bomb me, checking where he's at, and from that moment we just went towards the front and it was no point looking back. Of course, needed to cover up one more time, but even here you can see how much of an extra gap I made just in one lap, because I made the move on the 2nd last lap, and with that I took my 2nd victory of 2024. far. So after some break, I got to line up again in front of the number one board on the finish straight with other drivers, sharing some emotions after a very long and difficult day, congratulating each other. I was actually so exhausted but also so happy. It was just a perfect day, you know. I scored the maximum points. Here you can see trying to just rest, yeah, showing the number one sign, and of course we did have an interview, so let's listen to that.
Ir šiandien greičiausias ir neaplenktas Mantas Samulionis. Mantai, nukalbėjom prifilmavai Reelsų?
Kad nebuvo kada filmuoti, tai reikia tik tai mint.
Tai miniai,
Teko?
nuo širdies.
Jau kiek galėjau.
Galėjai dar biškį greičiau, ar jau čia buvo šiandien riba?
Man atrodo viskas laikas mėgučiam.
Labanakt vaikučiams, sveikinu su pirmąja vieta.
Yeah, so basically that was just perfect Saturday. Nothing to add. We grabbed the maximum we could. I got back into the lead of the championship. I even now have 10 points between me and the second place. And with that we can only go forward. So with that, I'll just see you next time.